Live. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Nobody.
Thanks for the countdown to Warren, because I was in the middle of saying something.
Too bad.
We're started! Surprise!
Hello!
I was
Hello,
actually
everybody!
looking at Twitter and didn't realize, hey, look, we have 5 seconds. But yeah.
He's playing with his Twitters. Whatever.
Whenever the Twitters is.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Like, talk to the hand.
Where
Stop
were
trying
we?
to make stream happen.
Sorry. Are we in this never-ending
All right.
shrine?
We were in a hall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, please, go
With
ahead.
rocks. Mm-hmm. I have tapped on every segment of wall.
I was smashing
there's
the
nothing
wall.
Except
Yeah,
for the one I
Except
found.
for the secret door that you actually did open.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could have been any secret passage, really.
Could have. Could it have?
Yeah, no, so yeah, that's pretty much it. You've been wandering through here. You found, the heck's his name? Ackelman.
That guy.
Axelman, yeah.
Yeah,
I was I was going to say something else, and I'm like, no, that's not the right name. You wandered down. You managed to spring a trap that trapped yourselves in the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Got you managed to get your way out with a whole bunch of scrapes and dings on Sir Percival's armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
going to
fine.
take a
That was
while to buff out.
That's
I'm really
fine.
sad by
A
that.
huge success, yes.
You did find a secret panel behind a giant carving of a sun in the wall, and it opened up. And when we left, you were looking down the corridor, and I even have something to show you for that.
Oh, damn.
Oh no, that's not good. We're gonna bleep that out.
It's fine. Trust me. It's fine.
Oh, famous last words right there.
Yep.
So when you look down the hallway, where? Oh my God! Why are the notes screwing
Oh
me
my
up here?
god.
We have a noob playing Roll20, apparently. Oh, man.
No.
Noobs.
So yeah, no, that's ridiculous. The script there is a level of scripting on the pre-mades that I'm not going to get into that will hurt you.
Oh,
Bad
heard you.
touch.
So we're just going to jump right into it.
Alright.
Okay.
You look down that hallway, and you see a high arching ceiling decorated with a bunch of sculptures on the walls. There are two, as you look down, let me reveal the whole corridor as you see it. And you need to see the hallway too.
So those just like breasts mounted to the wall?
I'm about to tell you
Butts,
actually.
they're butts.
Got it.
There
You
are
gotta
there
just
are
like
there are statues along the wall that are actually 4 sculpted heads of animals.
oh,
They're about
not nearly as
6 feet
cool.
Yeah, no, they're 6 feet up off the floor, couple feet wide.
I definitely can't reach them.
There's a couple of passages going off. There's a narrow one to the east, another one to the west. And opposite the passage that leads east is a coyote's head. Then you see a bear, a bison, and at the very north end, there's what looks like a head of an eagle with its beak open, and you see something shiny in the eagle's mouth. And I will even show you.
Oh, he's gonna show us things.
Picture of the
Okay.
boobies.
Ah,
Yes.
boobies!
Yep. There is a picture of boobies. You're right. You found me out. And the show to players button is missing now. Why do you do this to me, Roll20?
At least I prep.
Yeah, noob.
No, I'm literally it's sitting open and it does not have the picture anymore. I don't understand why. Show to players. There it is now. Show to everyone.
Hey.
Yay! Proud of you. Oh, that's cool.
Yep. So looking down the hallway, you do see there's like a glittering metal something in the beak of the eagle.
Not touching it.
I want it.
You, like stub your shoulder on this walking to the bathroom in the middle of the night or something.
It would be like the
Depends
worst
if you're
Lego.
going.
Not me.
Come.
I'd be going underneath all these things.
Yeah. Maybe this is a halfling ruin.
Mm.
Halflings are known for their weird sunken temples, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Roll a history note.
I don't know. I think it's more trolls.
You said they're 6 feet high?
They're about 6 feet off the ground. So, like that metal piece there is probably about 4 or 5 feet high. Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah,
Well, dang, little one, what you got here?
I saw the gem first.
Big old hole.
Damn big old holes.
All right. Well,
I will walk in cautiously,
Mm-hmm.
start inspecting all of these wonderful statues.
Roll a perception check as you're walking.
As of usual. A macro
Mhm.
for this man.
Yeah, you really do. You're a rogue in dungeon crawl.
Too much.
All right, 17. Yeah, you look along, and it's just a statue as far as you can tell. The floor looks clear. Statues are pretty solid. They're actually of really nice workmanship, and they're not as worn as some of the other things you've seen in the temple so far.
is it dry in the corridor?
As far as you can tell.
Is there a dog coming after us?
Yeah. You hear a yipping sound in the distance.
Yip, yip.
Yarf, yarf, yarf.
Appa's gonna come.
I was gonna say it's Appa.
Okay, so, what is the first statue's animal?
The bison, there's a buffalo.
Bison.
Bison?
Yep.
All right.
It's Appa.
Can I inspect it for like accuracy, or is it like a stylized bison?
You can take a look at it, sure.
Are you trying to like shapeshift into a bison now? A bison head?
Just the head.
Well, maybe I can
The
talk to
person-
it on its level. Maybe
You go ahead and make a nature check.
nature. All right.
Yeah. It's actually pretty on. There's definitely some stylizing a little bit, but it's a pretty accurate depiction.
Okay. Would I know, like, based on the art that we've seen coming through, is there something? Have I seen iconography of these animals prior to this?
Just sort of the journey series of murals you saw on the way in. There were times where the first thing you came in when you were looking at the little dioramas, there was one of farming, and you did see some bison around there. So you've seen it before, and it probably was something that was either domesticated or at least revered.
Okay. Well, that's a good-looking buffalo, bison, buffalo.
Yeah,
Bison.
it's got no shinies.
Hairy cow.
I'm gonna move on to the next question.
Hey, you want me to lift you up there, little guy?
Nope.
I'm just gonna walk up and lift him. I
All
shall
right.
help
No,
you.
no, put
I'm
me,
just gonna
put me down.
poke at the buffalo head with my 10-foot pole.
Your little legs are going as I'm holding you up.
Yep.
Okay. At the same time, Zephyr is walking in, and while you're poking at it, he sort of tries to stab at it and begins to try and pry it off the wall a little bit, to see if there's anything behind it. And you know what? I'll even do this. Let's just do... Yeah. He doesn't really move it. It gets like stuck and it's really on there. He goes, yeah, it's on there.
Yeah, it is.
It's not moving.
Nope. It's big.
While you're walking, are you checking as you walk, or are you just walking over to the statue? Scab.
I am definitely checking while I'm walking in.
Okay. Then I think it...
Yep. My life is a rope.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that went down the wrong way.
Sorry.
So yeah, the floor looks really clear. It's that same nicer tile you've started to see in this after coming up those stairs. They're kind of tightly fit together. You do notice that there is some real craftsmanship in some of this area in here too, with the 22. And the head there is of a coyote. This one seems a little more stylized because it's got sort of a toothy. The teeth are bared a little bit, almost not in anger, but almost a challenge. That's pretty much what you see.
Okay. So it just looks like a fully formed statue. No mechanics, no cracks, no nothing.
Nothing you notice if you want to do an investigation.
Mind if I do? Looking for things that could hurt me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Things
no,
are-
it's a statue.
Things are
It's
gonna
a
hurt
pretty
me.
solid statue.
You know the rest of the animals on the other side of the wall, right? That's how these work.
I'll go around that side there and check it. See if it poops anything shiny.
All right, I shall do that. I'm going to go over here.
Okay. As you
but-
want,
oh.
let me reveal that. Where is reveal areas? Come on, you can do this.
You can
It's just
do-
like, reveal.
do-
Yeah, you just see it goes up about 30 feet or so and turns a corner.
I'm going to lean back. Shall I continue forward?
Sure, whatever. Go ahead. Bite.
I continue on.
Okay, you get to about there and hold up.
I yell out, I don't pay you to die.
You don't pay me at all.
Korik and Exelman, what are you up to here?
Tap, tap, tap. Tap,
Along
tap,
the
tap.
wall?
Our
Along the walls,
minesweeper here.
along the buffalo, along the floor.
All right,
Uh,
do a general. Actually, we'll call this one investigation because you're actively looking and doing stuff
Mhm.
here. We'll make
Sure.
it a general one for this stretch of the hall.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's really solid. You're tapping, and it's you hear a couple of what feel actually like soft areas, and when you poke at it a little more, it's just a little bit of crumbly wall that gets solid behind it.
Okay.
And as you're tapping on the floor, you get the same impression that Scab did as you're tapping. It's got a very solid sound to it, and it sounds really well made.
Okay. That's comforting. I will move forward with confidence.
I was going to ask Zephyr. That was
Zephyr.
Zephyr.
Yep.
Zephyr? If
Yep.
he needed help to try to pry that off or not.
I don't know. It's pretty on there. I got in there.
Okay.
If you want, we can try, but I don't know. It seems pretty on.
Any reason why you want to pull it off?
Why not?
He's a vandal at heart.
There might be something behind it. You never know. There's been secret doors behind carvings so far, so
That is true.
figured I'd try.
Sure. All right. I'll try to pry from the other side, I guess.
Sure. Strength check. With advantage, because I have Zephyr.
Strength or athletics?
Strength. We'll just go pure strength on this one. Okay, so between the two of you, you wedge it in there, and you're struggling, and it's actually very solid, but you manage to get a crack to form, and then suddenly the entire bison head falls to the floor with a huge crashing thud. And it chips parts of the buffalo. One of the horns breaks, and it's just sitting there, and there's a solid wall with looked like pieces behind it that were dovetailed in to fasten the sculpture to the wall.
Huh. Well, there's nothing there.
Nothing.
Well, we had to check, though.
Yeah, sure. All right.
All right. Are you going to keep on going, Sir Percival?
Yes.
Okay. Keep on going.
I keep on going.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. So I'm gonna get down here and I'm just gonna peek around the corner. And go.
So, yeah, you peek around the corner, and it turns another corner and widens. And you're carrying your little globe of light, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Just making sure.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head back now
Okay.
and be like, it doesn't look like I see their butts, but there's another room down that way.
Great, that's great, good. Yep, I'm gonna continue on cautiously.
I'm not cautious. I stomp forward. I want
Oh.
to protect you, and I just keep going.
Okay.
How is he ahead of me? You like run through my legs or something?
Yep.
Ah, makes perfect sense.
Well,
to
you
me.
have to dodge the statues. He just goes under them.
So, yep, you get up to there, and you don't even get a chance to check for anything, as Sir Percival just sort of stomps on through. Unfortunately, nothing seems to happen.
Hey.
And you approach the head of a grinning bear,
Oh, it's grinning.
or at least showing its teeth. You're not
Oh.
sure.
In that case.
I mean, if you want to make a nature check, try and figure it out. You're welcome to, but
I mean, sure. Scab knows nature. Yep.
Scab knows nature.
yeah, no, it's got its teeth showing. You don't know what it's doing.
It's a spider.
It's a cool bear.
Great. Yeah. Does it
Alright.
look like anything moves? Anything could be attached to it? Same old,
Yeah,
same old.
investigate.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid bear.
I'm not one that usually investigates. I get other people to do that.
But you're a rogue. You should.
But you're
I mean,
not
you
getting
can get other people. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, I'm really here for the shiny.
I thought you just fell in a hole. You came down here with a purpose?
Maybe shinies.
You guys gonna help me get out of here or
Yes.
what?
That is my true purpose. Defend the weak and downtrodden.
All right. Which way?
And Zephyr goes, but also for like money, right?
I like your thinking.
As you pass the other hallway, you look down, and you can only see about maybe 30, 40 feet, and it just keeps on going into the darkness.
Need some with magic missile.
Magic missile.
And Sir Percival, nothing happens as you walk up.
Yeah. What?
Thanks.
What?
Like, hold up, Percival. Jeez. I need to
I
inspect
must protect you all.
this bird statue and everything else around it.
Okay, so the eagle in the beak of the eagle. Now that you're closer, there's an intricately crafted and carved golden bracelet that is caught in the beak. And Sir Percival, as you walk through, you look up and you see a very shadowy corridor.
Okay.
And up above, you see what almost look like human figures, sort of floating in the air. But when you look closer, they're actually what look like humans, dead bodies. I don't know. You can't really tell from this distance. That are standing upright, up against the wall on a ledge, about 4 or 5 feet above the floor.
I know this fight. I'm gonna back up.
The
And I'm gonna reach over and start poking Scab.
What do you want?
I think you should look around the corner.
I gotta get this thing first. It looks shiny and not worth anything more than 5 gold.
All right, so I'm gonna have my shield up and I'm gonna have my weapon at the ready and just keep staring at the things around the corner.
Okay.
Ready.
The
Okay.
bracelet that's in the beak. How, like, I mean, it's a typical bracelet, right? So like no more than like maybe what 4 or 6 inches long.
Not
That's
even.
what she
It's it looks humanoid size. It would be it. You could easily fit your hand and arm through it. So it's a reasonably sized bracelet.
And it's like clamped down between the beaks where I can put my arm like that.
Yeah, it's like you said in the picture. It's you can see in the picture. It's wedged in there.
Okay. Okay. So it's wedged in there. So if I want to take it out, I like. How would I be able to take it out?
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna
Take a,
investigate the
okay.
beak to see if there's any kind
Sure.
of,
Sure.
lever or.
You're just like hanging from the bottom of its face.
I'm just looking from below. 18 should help.
Yeah, no, 18's actually pretty good. So as you're looking, excuse me, you can see the beak is actually sectional. The bottom of the beak is carved and goes in is part of the statue. The top of the beak appears to have a seam where it probably moves and opens and closes. And that is currently what is holding the bracelet in place.
Okay.
And if you look in the back, you can actually see what looks like almost like a hinging mechanism, but it's hard to tell with the, with the light and everything else.
Yeah. Okay. Just out of curiosity, in comparison to like the silver pyramid I got back at I think the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
how equal in size is it?
I mean, it's not huge. It's like a bangle bracelet.
Okay.
It would fit on a human's arm pretty easily.
Sharky boy, you want to get this for me? I can't kind of reach.
Sharky boy.
Yeah, the game's muted.
Yep.
Oh,
Say, what are you talking about?
This wonderful little bracelet here. Wouldn't mind taking it back from my better half, if you get my meaning.
I gotcha.
I'm gonna turn back going, you're married?
Yes. Married.
Got a couple of little green ones at home, eh? I'll help you out. And from 10 feet away, I drive the 10-foot pole into the beak and try to jostle something out.
As he does that, I'm moving away.
So, what, you're just going to try and poke the bracelet out?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, wiggle it loose.
All right. Your choice, strength or dexterity check.
Oh, by the way, the beak kind of is a lever thing. I don't know if it's going to smash shut, but yeah, might want to watch that.
Okay. Does my what's it called? Powerful build. Does that matter at all if I were to choose strength?
Not in this case, because
Not-
you're not brute forcing it.
I'll use dex then.
Okay.
Is it just a regular dex roll?
Yeah, just do a dex check on this.
Okay.
Wow. All right. So you start poking at it, and you can see it'll move a little bit. And as you do, you kind of hook your pole around almost inside the bracelet and through, and give it a push. And it pops right out and goes skittering across the floor ahead to the north. As soon as it pops out, though, the beak snaps shut and your staff is stuck in it.
Well, that's why we carry around a 10-foot pole. Well, it's a 9-foot pole now, but...
No, it's not. It didn't break. It's
Oh,
just
no?
it's
Stuck.
It's caught in there. It's stuck.
All right.
It's like the door slammed and you can't get out of it.
Got it.
All right, when those guys are doing that, I'm gonna do Divine Sense. while looking at those
Okay.
people, statues around the room, see if
What is the range on that?
It is. Detect forces. You can locate any celestial fiend up to 60 feet.
Okay. And is that a spell slot or an ability or
It's
Ability.
Ability, yeah.
okay. So you cast out and you close your eyes and start to concentrate. You don't actually you don't sense anything.
Still don't trust him. Still ready.
So you got your staff stuck. What do you want to do?
Sounds like a problem.
Well, figured I'd wait it out, like I'm trying to do.
You're waiting out a statue?
Wiggle.
Oh, wiggle. I heard
Go
waiting.
wiggle it out.
Oh.
It doesn't move. It's really caught. You can wiggle all you want, and all you start to push down, and it just sort of.
Like, well, all right, I got your little bracelet out of here. You want to help me get my my pole out of here?
Sure, let me just go get the bracelet. Where'd the bracelet go? Where'd the bracelet go?
It went. Oh yeah, over there.
Okay, I'm gonna cautiously move up to this statue and get the bracelet.
Okay. You pick up the bracelet.
Good.
You take a look, and it's a very nice golden circlet, and it has little carvings on it. It's really nicely made.
Okay, I'll put it in my bag for now.
You would.
Go back, help, Sharky boy. I mean, you want me to help you get it out, or?
Yeah, get your little fingers up in them hinges and see if you can't pry it out.
Oh my.
How shut is the beak?
It's mostly shut. There's maybe about a couple of inches, depending on how wide his staff is.
Wonderful.
It's the only phrasing I could use, and I knew it was a line.
He is a
Stepped
what?
right on it anyway.
He's a furbolg, right? Yeah, he's fine.
You could probably reach almost the edges of the hinges and things. If
I'm gonna look at the hinges.
You've got tiny hands.
Is there any kind of like mechanism to like dislodge the hinge?
Do another investigation check.
That's where I'm not a Viking. Oh, that's not bad actually.
Yeah, it looks. So you get in there and you see what looks like a little bit of a gap, and you start to sort of poke at it with the small picks, the small wedged picks from your thieves' tools, and it looks like the hinge kind of bent and cracked a little bit on itself. It looks like it's jammed. But it is metal, and it's very corroded looking.
Can I unjam it?
How are you gonna do that?
Strawberry! No.
I mean, if it's jammed, can I just like, I don't know, try to break it? The hinge, right? So I'm assuming the hinge is activated to hold it
So
shut.
it's in the back. It's like in the back of the beak.
Yeah.
And the top pieces came down on it.
Oh, the top piece came down. Okay.
The top piece is the articulated part in this.
Gotcha. Okay.
If
If
you
you
want,
have a crowbar,
I was looking for more of like a pulley system. We can wrap some rope around it and pull it up.
Zephyr comes over and just sort of walks to the other side, takes his glaive and starts to try and like jimmy it a little bit as well.
Always the blood.
I ain't never seen a warrior use his sword so much like a tool in my life.
A weapon is a tool. It's just a matter of how you're using it.
Clearly.
And then that,
Pick one.
and yeah, that's pretty
Average.
yeah. So it does start to, you do see, as he's doing this, you're looking at its scab, and you see it start to move a tiny bit, and you can see that just the hinge wants to move, but it just can't. It's kind of jammed somehow.
Anybody got some oil? We could probably use oil on this thing, maybe.
Let me check my adventurer's bag.
Yeah, if you have an adventurer's bag, you should have a flask.
I have an explorer's pack. I can't remember what's in
Dungeoneers,
those.
I have no idea what mine is.
It's
Yeah,
dumping.
it's-
It
Look
comes
me
with a bottle of lube.
Yeah, a Dungeoneer's pack definitely does.
Does?
A Dungeoneer's pack would have a bottle of oil.
Good.
A flask
I
of
will
oil.
pull out my bottle of oil.
Explorers
Okay.
does not, so I don't have it.
Okay.
Oh, Dungeoneer's pack has a crowbar.
If I only had a list, I could be
Who
fine.
knew?
So what are we doing? We're doing oil. We're doing crowbar. What do you want to do?
Whatever you want. We have a
Look at the
we have a
bag.
wealth of
up.
options.
Oil up the crowbar.
Rip off my shirt. Oh, grease me up, woman.
A greased goblin!
Even though we don't have any women in this group, but whatever.
Marry a beast can outrun a greased goblin.
I mean, I'll try the crowbar then to crowbar it up. I'll kind of.
You're going
And
to try the crowbar?
I'm gonna hand it
Okay.
to somebody that can reach, and be like, somebody use this to unhinge this damn staff so we can continue on and get out of here.
All right, so Zether's right there. He'll take it. And actually, instead of that, I'm just going to yeah. So he gets in there and he's wedging it, and you're looking at it, and you can see it's the hinge is grinding a little. It's just not moving.
Can I give him help in this matter so he has advantage on whatever he's doing?
I mean, you can try.
I can try, like
You can you
use
can
the help
certainly
action,
try.
the aid action, whatever.
Oh, so sorry, because I'm on the same page. Using a crowbar grants advantage to strength checks where crowbar's leverage can be applied.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
There's no leverage.
Got it.
Okay, so it doesn't go in. It doesn't stick in.
No, it gets in there, but it's not enough to really make it move, and you can just see the hinge sort of grinding against itself a little bit.
I'm gonna go over to Zephyr, ask him to borrow his glaive.
Why?
I need it for a tool.
Give me your sword then.
I have a mace.
Well, then give me your mace.
And my
Alright.
axe.
I'm gonna snap the end of my 10-foot pole off and move.
I was
Thank
just going
God.
to. I was just going to use
was-
a glaive to chop.
Yeah, I was waiting to be like, somebody just chop this thing in half and go.
All right, yeah.
I
So
see
you,
that.
you break the staff off. You now have a 9-foot. Yeah, we'll say a 9-foot staff. Sure.
The Grinch
It's
Alright.
coming.
splintery. It's a little splintery on one end.
That's all right.
So, do we want to continue going down this way or go off another path?
I mean, the suits look interesting. I don't know if we want to go up that way.
I vote we go this way, and I'm just gonna turn around and go down this hallway.
I take my crowbar back.
Oh, you're going that way. All right.
Well, follow the metal one. I guess there's 2 metal ones.
Not a warforged.
The fancy
Okay.
metal one. Fancy one? We'll go with the fancy one.
Fancy.
Okay. Did you want me to check or not?
I've got this. The
Yeah.
gods protect me. I will lead the way.
You continue down. It keeps on going. Keeps
I
on
like
going.
it.
I got life insurance. We're good.
Wait, what?
And-
What?
We just meet. You're already like filling out the forms. Getting a pigeon.
Zephyr is staying up by the doorway for a minute just to keep an eye on things because he doesn't trust those statues either, or the body-looking mummy statue things.
Okay, we'll proceed down. While she's going on ahead, I'm still looking around cautiously, even though nothing's gone off as of yet.
All right,
Yeah,
give me
okay.
just give me a generic perception check for this round of the hall.
Oh, say, what other kind of perception check do I give you?
Well, I've been having you do them like every 30 feet
Yeah,
or so. But yeah, looks clean, looks clear. And as you move further down, you do see a hallway that branches off and goes to the north.
Oh, that's right.
Which way is north on this map?
Excuse me,
Possible.
south. Goes to the south, sorry. So you're looking at what the cardinal points would be, your orientation here. East, what east in the map is what you would consider north, looking at it.
Just to confuse us.
Okay, so east is up.
Yep,
East
east
is
is
up.
up.
Understood.
North is left. South is right.
All right, and Cork is Ash's character, right?
No, Cork is.
Nope.
I am
Cork
Sir
is me.
Percival.
Yeah.
Sir Percival has a drift globe following.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't need to light a torch or anything.
Nope.
Okay, I'll follow along. Tap 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 tap.
Order.
Yeah. It's like it makes a little crunching sound because it's
Yeah.
splintered on the end.
Very good switches to the other side. I mean, come on.
Don't ruin this for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
We can
And as
move.
you get closer, you see just more hallway.
Or hallway.
All right. So you get to about there. Roll me another perception check.
Always.
All right.
Garbage.
So you look down the hall, and there's a small corridor. And at the end, there's sort of this alcove with a 3-foot or so tall stone pedestal. And about halfway there, you see a step up, and it almost looks like a maybe it used to be a shrine or something. There's some carvings on the wall behind. You can't see from this distance. But on top of the pedestal, you do see a shiny silver-colored small chest, almost like a coffer type of thing.
I will be cautious.
And he's gone.
Who's got
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I just assumed you'd like dart down the hallway.
Oh yeah, I'm looking slowly. I'm gonna stop here.
Okay.
I'm not far behind you.
Perception check.
I'll yell at the Percival, be like, "Stop! Don't move!
Hammer time.
Not hammer time yet. I don't want to die, so stop."
Don't really see anything. There's a small step, maybe a foot, not even a foot up, maybe about 6 inches from where you are, that leads over to where the pedestal is. And the pedestal itself is also slightly raised from that step as well.
So it's
there's
going
about
up, right?
like yep.
Okay.
There's one step in front of you, and then about 15 feet, there's another step up to the alcove.
Okay. So I see nothing wrong. Good. Well, should be safe. Shall we go?
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll look back.
What
like,
is
where are the
what is
others?
everybody else doing, by the
Yeah.
way, while he's doing all? What's everybody else doing?
I'm just walking along slowly to make sure there's nothing coming from behind.
Okay.
Are
And
there
just-
more murals on the walls?
Actually, not really. There's there's a pattern carved, like almost like crown molding type of carving along the wall. But there's no. It's not like before in the other big hall. There were frescoes and things. This one's
Right.
pretty plain.
Okay. I will light a torch because as soon as Percival goes around the corner, I'm blind.
Okay. Roll a d10, please.
Go to the light.
Okay, so you go to light your torch, and it's actually a little tougher to light. It eventually catches, but that reddish yellow mist actually seems to be making it harder to light the fire.
Hmm.
And it does catch, but
Okay.
so you can see fine. It actually, I will say, it doesn't go quite as far as you would think, though. Like with the globe, it has a shorter fall off because of that mist.
Sure. I actually can't see my token to move them.
You can't see it.
No, it's in the dark.
I revealed all that.
Yeah, but it's just still fog of war.
Yeah, but I'm still like in the fog.
There.
So
Oh.
Percival's emitting light, so now my token's like hidden from me.
Okay, I'll do this then.
And move back so you can see.
You're not emitting light.
Oh, okay. I can see you.
Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, there's somebody beside me.
He could help you along.
Yeah. Since you're slow, I'm going slower.
Oh, okay.
Aw,
Still tapping
look at
now that I have a little light. He's like, did I get your name in character?
Yes.
I did,
Cork.
okay. All right, yeah, I'll tap along and move towards the hull. They're moving down.
Okay. All right.
I
and
continue
Zephyr-
marching along without a care. Just
Zephyr,
leave me?
Zephyr keeps moving in with.
Yep. I'm gonna proceed
Stat.
further up the stairs again, checking everything.
When you get to that point there, make me another perception check.
Always.
Okay. So as you're looking around, you do see the raised areas, and it's very much like this weird tiered approach. And on either side of the alcove, there are about 3 feet off the floor, sort of 4 foot wide gaps. Looks like there might have been candles or something in there in the edges of each side of the alcove.
Are they lit?
No, there's nothing there now.
Oh.
You're surmising that's probably what it looks like, sort of a recess in the wall where there were candles or something.
Okay, and then this thing is
On a 3 foot pedestal along the back wall. And as you get closer, you can see it's kind of a silvery box. But it has little carvings and things on it. You can't really, but it looks nice. A little tarnished.
okay. So it's a box. Sorry.
Yeah, like a small chest, a coffer, or a large jewelry box type thing. You know, I'm trying to. The size of it is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, got it. So
talk
and
about.
it's so nothing up. Well, I guess with my perception. Yeah, I'll proceed up to it.
Okay, as you do that, where is Sir Percival? You're walking down the hallway still?
I've stopped for the moment
Okay,
because they're messing around, so I'm just gonna back up, be like,
so as you started to go down, you can see it. The corridor seems to turn off and go to the north. Further up. And Zephyr, move a little closer as well. Yeah, so you stepped up on there, and you're looking at the pedestal, and as you look closer, it's a really nice little silver box. Looks like it's hinged. It looks like it sort of opens at the top in a double fashion.
What do we have here? I'll turn back and I see that it's only Zephyr with me, and I'm like, where did everybody else go?
Yeah, they're over there.
Ugh. Whatever. Treasure's ours. I will proceed to look for any kind of mechanisms on it that could hurt me.
On the box?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and perception, I guess. That's fine.
Cool. I like perception, unless it fails me, which it did, kind of.
So you look at the box and you can see that it has a small latching mechanism on top, but it doesn't actually look like it's locked. It's just sort of a catch mechanism, and the top splits open, so it's just latched there. It has hinges on each side and 4 small little legs. Keeps it up maybe about half inch or so off of the stone pedestal.
Is there anything underneath?
It's stone.
Like, I mean, underneath the chest. Like, if I look underneath, stick my hand in.
Oh. No, you can see through. You can see under it. It's a gap.
Okay.
And there are just 4 little legs.
So it's still solid on the bottom of the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How heavy is it? Can I move it?
So you're gonna try and how are you gonna try and move it?
I just want to see if I can kind of like shove it a bit to see if it moves. Like more
it
than
slides
like half
a
an
little
inch.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it slides a little bit. You can do that. It's not light, but it's easy enough to move. It's a solid metal. It's very solid.
I'll turn to Zephyr. It's like, you want to open this?
Sure. So he walks over, and as soon as he steps up here, the floor inside the alcove starts to sink, leaving the pedestal behind. It sinks down about 10 feet. At the same time, I'm just going to draw this.
Ooh, no drawing.
At the same time, a large slab basically starts to rise up and basically seals this corridor.
Yay! More
Does it happen fast?
Yeah.
You and Sir Percival make me a dexterity check.
All right. Hit.
Okay. Sir Percival, if you want to, as a reaction to this.
Yes. So what is it, Dex, you're saying?
Just a dex check to see if you can react quickly enough.
Oh gosh, that means no.
Okay.
Mediocre.
Yeah, Sir Percival, you start to lean over to try and catch it, but you're just a little too far away. Axelman, what are you going to do as a reaction?
I'm just gonna try and catch it if I can.
With your hands?
Yeah.
I like that. With my butt.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it coming down like a giant?
No. Sorry, it's not coming down. I misspoke.
Oh, okay.
It is actually rising.
Yeah, it's
up
rising.
Oh, okay.
Out of the floor.
Oh, that changes things. Let's see. What else is in this bag?
Times are
Do you have
running.
a crowbar?
I don't have a crowbar.
I had the crowbar.
I have. Yeah, you do. I have a bedroll. I put my bedroll on top of it to see, hopefully, like jam it against the ceiling when it finally gets there.
Okay. Yeah,
There'd be just like a little gap, but it might be enough to work with.
That's exactly what happens. It gets up to the ceiling, and so the ceiling is still a little arched. So the bedroll jams up against it, starts to press, and you can see it really straining against it. But it does stop. And from what you can see, it's about 10, 11 feet up. There's a gap of about this big at its widest, but it's where the arch is.
Okay.
So maybe like 5 inches.
All right. Well, it's
maximum.
not like it's airtight. I'm just looking at it like. I like that bedroll.
Scab, as you guys start to sink down, you see that the northern end in that tier pivots down.
Okay.
And so you and Zephyr both fall about. I'm sorry?
Can we make a reaction to this or no?
Make a dex saving throw.
Believe.
Zephyr do that too.
Boom.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Then. Do-do. Oof. So you take. We'll round down for this one. You take 4 points of tumbling damage, and Zephyr takes 9 points as you just tumble down and fall against the floor where it pivots down. And you can still see there's parts of the floor up at the pedestal. You could probably climb up to it, but as you look to the north, that is a sloping ramp essentially going back up to the north.
Okay, so with the save, I couldn't do a reaction to kind of jump to where the chest is as it opens.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Actually, with a 24, yeah, I'll even say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grab on and you're holding on to the pedestal. Sort of, you grab the pedestal, and as the floor goes away, both your hands shoot out, and you catch that the niche that I was talking about where the candles were, and you're sort of stretched across it right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So I'll figure out if I can kind of get over to where the chest platform is, so I can get up and make sure I'm stable, and then check on Zephyr.
You look down and see Zephyr down on the floor. He got knocked around a bit, and he's sort of shaking his head and brushing himself off, and looks like he wrenched his shoulder or something. He's messing with it. He's like, that was...
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good. Okay. I'm checking this chest.
Okay. You're just gonna open it?
When you say it that way, no. Yes.
No. I mean, you had said you want to look in it. Are you just going to open it, or are we going to pick it up, or?
I'm going to open it at this point. There's no point in picking it up now when I have a sloping thing in front of me.
Yep. Nope. Let me get my note here. The description of it. So it is a silver box. And when you touch the latch, it pops open pretty easily. Inside, you see looks like a copper figurine rather. It's kind of narrow, kind of looks fish-like. It's got fins. And there are little runes written on the side of the figurine. And on it tapers down like a fish, and on this thin end, it almost looks like there's a panel
In the chest.
in the figurine. Right?
Oh, in the figurine. Okay.
Yeah, the figurine is you would probably need both hands to hold it.
Great. Okay.
It's like a foot and a half long.
And there's a panel in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I check the panel? Perhaps.
Go ahead and do a investigation on it.
Where is my investigation? Nope.
Yeah, you could probably open it. It doesn't look like it's trapped.
Cool. Opening it.
All right. So you open the little panel, and it actually sort of slides open.
Okay.
And you see sort of a hollow area with these looks like colored beads in a wall, like a little wall pattern on the back of this little hollow area. And they are lit. They are glowing.
Glowing. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
The beads that are on the wall pattern of
So
panel.
when you slide the panel open and you look inside, the back end is like this little wall of beads. They're one against each other, almost To you, it would look like the old sci-fi panel computer thing with the lights and just all these rows of lights on a very sci-fi computer panel in the 50s.
Okay.
Enterprise bridge?
Sure. What I'm going to hold you there.
Yep. Go back to the
What's
others.
happening outside the sealed door?
So is that little green guy like you like though? I mean, we could just go. He's what I mean to say is that kid's gonna get himself killed.
Well, yeah, but is there?
I mean, I made a little
Better
wedge up there. Little one's got a little crowbar. He could probably get himself out, eh?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If they can reach it.
I'm sure they got rope.
Is there anything on the sides, like here or here, that might?
You can do a perception check if you'd like, or investigation because you're actively looking, whichever you're better at.
Perception it is. I see nothing.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty smooth wall. Like I said, it's super boring. There's like crown molding and little panels. And
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we can just wait a little bit to see if. Hey, you all right in there? I'll shout out.
Yep, you guys can hear. You can hear him because the gap. It's faint and echoey, but you can hear him.
I'll kind of look down now, realizing that the end of the hallway is now almost blocked by a rock wall.
Mm-hmm.
Big. Oh, can
Yeah,
you?
you look down. You see it's filled the hallway, and all you can see is what looks like a bundle of cloth wedged in one side in a small arcing area.
with light
where the
coming through
arch-
because of the drift globe.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm big. Could you fix that wall there, please, so we can leave?
No.
We have treasure.
It doesn't matter. We can't do it.
We might go and check out the rest of the hallway if that's okay with you. You guys aren't like bleeding to death or nothing, right?
You're not getting paid.
What? Listen, I don't want to be rude or anything, but typically you find yourself in a hole. First thing you do is stop digging.
I'll just pat Axelman on the hip. Say, don't worry.
I mean, I could try and climb up there, but I don't think my forehead will fit in that gap.
Don't worry.
Wait, you're little. You want me to hoist you up there?
That's not going to work.
I mean, if there's something I can do on the other side, I mean, I can get through that if I really want to.
You could not get through that if you really wanted to. You're a furbolg.
I mean,
Yes,
I'm also a
but as a
druid.
Just to let you know. Yeah, I'm just saying. As your body shape, I'm letting you know there was no.
No, I know. I said that in character to.
Yep. Okay.
He's like, if you guys think I can be useful on that side, just let me know.
I mean, if you want to
He's
get
shouting
paid,
it out.
How about we start with just telling me what you guys are looking at him?
we're looking at a big slab of stone blocking the way out.
Uh,
But it sounds like they're far away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're about like 30, 40 feet away from this slab. So
All right.
you're like yelling back and forth and maybe only hearing like
Sure.
most of what he's saying. While this is going on, Zephyr is slowly trying to crawl up the ramp.
Is it like a 90-degree angle or something?
No, it's not 90, but it's pretty
Okay.
steep. It's well past 45 at this
Got
point.
it.
Because
Good.
the whole thing sunk about 15 feet.
Yeah.
So Scab, the floor is gone beneath you.
It's
Just to be
gone.
clear, the pedestal stayed where it was. The floor beneath you fell and the other part sort of hinged down and slammed with it.
Gotcha.
So it's just like a bottomless pit there.
It's not bottomless, but it's about 15 feet below him.
And that's where Zephyr climbed up out of.
That's where Zephyr is in the process of climbing up.
Gotcha.
Are there any stones on the ground around me?
Oh,
loose
wow.
pieces
He
of
just
stone?
he just scrambles up that.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Wow, a 20 and a 1.
Yeah.
Be like, good.
So yeah,
Good job, Zephyr. And I'll start tying
he
my
scrambles
rope.
on up. He scrambles on up and goes, "I made it."
Good. Stay right there. I'm gonna grab my rope from my dungeoneering pack, which I'm assuming has it. Start tying
Okay.
around this chest. Like I'll close it back up. And tie
Okay.
it.
Do you put the figurine back in it?
Yep.
Okay.
You're saying I can't put it away or in a bag because I have to carry it 2 hands, and yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a decent size thing.
Be like, we're bringing this treasure, whether we like it or not, because I want it. And and I'll toss the rope his way, or try to get it to him.
Sure.
Better yet, I'm gonna tie it to an arrow and fire it at the wall.
Okay. Roll a d20 with your dex modifier. So a dex
Roll a
check,
dex.
I guess. Yep. I started to say something else, but went back to dex instead.
Dex.
Well, so you don't shoot Zephyr, so that's good.
Yay! I mean,
You
if we did,
fired-
whatever.
You fire the arrow, and it's weighed down by the rope. It's not going. It doesn't go really far. It gets over to the end and lands about here or so.
They grab that.
And Zephyr goes over and just sort of grabs it and says, "Okay, got it."
I am going to then leap across to the ramp if I can.
Sure.
Actually, no. Wait. Hold on.
Acrobatics or athletics? Your
Roll
choice
that.
on it.
Roll that back. I will
Okay.
step away from where the chest will start moving when he pulls it, and I will be like, pull it, and hold tight. It's probably gonna be quite heavy.
Okay. Yeah. So he pulls it, and the chest clatters and falls and cracks. Crashes to the ground, and he drags it, and it's scraping up the stone ramp as he pulls it up.
So I'll be, hold at the edge, right there. And then I'm gonna then jump across and grab onto either the chest or the rope, which how much distance I can get.
Yeah, you could probably do the distance. Let's do a
Go the distance.
either acrobatics or athletics to see how well you do.
Yeah, definitely acrobatics, because I mean,
So you leap across, and you grab the rope, but you can't get purchase with your feet, and you just slide and you let go of the rope. You like start to rope burn. You're like, damn it!
I have gloves.
And you let go and you slide down. It just caught you by surprise.
Yeah.
But anyway, you fall. You let go and fall. I was trying to put some flavor on it. You rolled an 8.
And your point being,
And you tumble to the ground, and you take 5 points of damage as you slam back down, tumble.
And then the chest slides down too.
no,
Oh, no, the chest is still there. Zephyr's
Alright.
got it and goes, "Yeah, you okay down there?" And he keeps pulling the chest up to him.
yeah, just pull the chest up, untie the rope, and toss the rope down.
Okay, he does that, throws the rope down to you.
Good. I'm grabbing the rope.
Yep.
I'm going to do the whole like tie it around my waist and be like, pull me up.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll just do
Oh god.
we'll do that.
Oh man.
So he pulls you up, and he's pulling very hard, and you don't take any damage. But it's at one point you
Yeah,
fall forward,
I'm trying to like,
and he's
keep going.
dragging you. He's dragging you like on your chest as you're coming up the ramp.
This isn't the most dignified, but whatever.
And you get up to the top. So now you're in this sort of 15-foot long end of the corridor with a large stone slab in your way.
Cool. You're like, okay, are you guys still there? And we can go back to whatever they're doing.
I'm looking for mechanisms up or down the hall, on walls, around the door.
All right. Give me a perception check then. Yeah, you don't really see anything.
Yeah, we're still here, but there ain't no like open button or anything like that. I got my bedroll up in there though, if you can wiggle on through.
Yeah, we'll sleep on that because apparently we're stuck. But I'll take a look on this side,
Where are you looking?
the other side of the stone wall.
Okay.
All
All right. No,
around.
I just making sure I knew where you were. All right. That would be a perception check. So you look around, and you think that you see a small plate in the wall, and you look at it, and it's a stone area. And while you're poking around at that, you notice next to it, there's a small little hole in the wall.
Ooh. I mean, how small of a hole?
It's probably about 4 or 5 inches in total diameter.
5 inches. Wow, that's a big hole.
It's sort of like under some areas of the stone, so it wasn't as obvious.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll take a look at that. Whatever it might be.
Okay, investigate.
I'm not a Viking. Oh, no,
No, you did okay. You look into the hole in there, and you actually can see what looks like a small hand grip, like the pommel of a sword type of grip.
Okay.
Metal in there.
I'll look up to Zephyr and be like, I found something that I could probably pull or push or something. I don't know. I'm gonna do this. If we die, save the chest, and I'll pull it or push it.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be low. -1. Here we come. 6.
It wiggles, and it's hard. You're not that powerful, and you can feel it start to move a little bit, but it's not moving too hard.
Okay.
Too far rather.
I'll be like, well, I don't have the power here. Zephyr, you want to stick your hand in here and pull this? We can hopefully get out.
You want me to stick my hand in all?
Yep. I already done it. It's
Yeah.
fine. See, I still have 2 hands. Still have all my
Alright,
gloves,
fine.
all my limbs. Nothing
All right,
gone.
fine. He goes over.
For the love of Pete.
He actually can't get his hand all the way in, and he can't really get a good grip on it because he has some armor and things on his arm. Just can't get a good grip on it.
I mean, I'll keep going until I can pull it.
Okay. Do one more.
Go.
Okay, well, you finally beat the 10, which was what the DC was.
I'm a freaking goblin.
So you grab it and you pull,
Spit on it.
and it pulls back out at you, and it comes in with a click. And as you hear the clicking noise, the slab falls down, and the floor at the other end comes back up to the pedestal. And then you hear a series of other clicking noises.
And the wall's still there.
And yeah, you know what? Shut up.
I pick up my bedroll.
To do the noble duty of feeling along the wall for any buttons or anything.
You're feeling along the wall?
I'm feeling up the wall.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty smooth wall.
No divots or anything.
I mean, yeah, if you want to do a perception check, you can.
I perceive thing.
Well, I didn't see anything when I looked, so
Yeah, it's a smooth wall.
It's
There's nothing
beautiful.
really-
Well
yeah, it's really nice. And you look at the molding, and you can see it is very nice. This was not a poor area. It's just very boring.
Alright.
And once the slab is down, Zephyr goes, and he just sort of stands there.
I'm gonna start kind of dragging the chest. Be like, I found this in here. It has something with lights and things I don't understand.
okay.
Great.
I hate you all. You're not getting paid.
You did good. You did good, kid. Can we head on out of here?
Have you found a way out?
Fine. Zephyr just sort of sighs and goes over and picks up the chest, takes it with one hand, just puts it in his backpack, and he's like, Jesus. He's like muttering under his breath in a language you have no idea.
He's got it.
It doesn't sound very pleased.
Put the whole
He's
chest in
speaking
his backpack.
goblin.
No, he's speaking Gith.
I know, but Axelman doesn't know that. He just assumes they're both goblins.
One's just really tall.
Yeah.
I don't know Gith. Yeah, so he has it in his backpack. Okay. By
He
all
just
means.
puts it in his backpack and he's just like,
Well, you find a way out.
No, we're waiting for you, but you're out now. So you want to take the lead again?
I shall take the lead, and I'm gonna just march down the hallway as I.
Oh,
as
sure.
I-
Now it takes the lead. I get it.
I don't know. It's like
You know, all that time we were stuck in there, you could have been doing more scouting and finding a way out of here. And now,
That's what I'm saying. That yeah.
I wasn't gonna leave my fellow adventurers behind.
What do I pay you for?
all right. And then I'll move Zephyr down there too. And they're just striding down the hallway. Right?
I'm just striding down the hallway.
Fair enough.
Lovely.
So it does turn around, go to the north, and at the end of the north wall, you can see a large bronze door.
More doors.
Yep. And on the door, there's a carving of two figures in profile, crossing spears across the door. It's carved into the door.
Any like words on the door?
Yeah, do a perception check. Oh, I moved the wrong token. Sorry.
I'll move up a bit. Perception?
Yeah.
I will perceive with my powers.
Yeah. There actually are some carvings across it, and your previous studies of Ullman, you recognize what you think it is. One side of the door says Chamber of the Spirit Guard, and on the other, below that, it says Ayokwan. Is what you don't understand what the word means, but Ayokwan is in larger letters across the bottom.
Okay.
I thought he knew the language.
He
I do.
does, but he doesn't recognize the word. You guys, only he and Sir Percival can even recognize the lettering. None of the you can.
It says, "Speak, friend, and enter."
Bad luck. No.
Yeah. Shall we go through this door, which is in front of us?
Let's do it.
After you, Sir Percival. I can't. Perry.
Perry. All right, I go through the door.
How are
Where
you
are-
going to? How are you going to open it?
Does it say if it's a push or pull door?
It looks like you could probably push it. So you're just gonna shove it open.
I've learned the hard way on those, so I'm gonna push the door.
Okay, so you push the door open. And what you see, it opens into this
Dragon balls.
huge chamber. Door should be. You can see. Can you see the chamber?
You can see it, but
Yes.
it's covered
Okay.
in fog.
Okay.
I see a lot of Dragon Balls.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Yeah, so you can see the balls with the stars on it. Basically, is what you
Yeah.
should see.
Get 3 wishes, and one person gets 1 ball. So
Mm.
But anyway, it's this huge chamber. You can't even see the other side from where you are in the doorway. But what you see is a ton of rubble and life-size statues, and that's what the circles with the stars are. Looks like clay statues, the players would consider it's sort of looking like the terracotta statues in China. That all of them look like standing warriors, and similar to the style of statues from the first room, except life size. And some of them are actually dressed in what scraps of leather. It looks like they were taken care of, and there was a lot of effort that went into these statues, but half of them are rotted now. And the ones right by the door along here, and the ones you can see right in the front are all wielding spears, and some of them are in various different poses, some of them standing at attention, and the ones towards the back look like archers.
Did you say they were rotted?
Yeah, so the statues themselves are old and weathered. Some of them are shattered and broken, you can see on the floor. But there was leather scraps, and looks like they were actually dressed in leather attire, and there were looks like bits of cloth and leather that might have been dangling from the spear in almost a decorative manner that are just old and rotted off, and it's scraps at this point. And that's all you can see from.
All right, I'll go in.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
how
it's
detailed
not-
are these statues?
They're anatomically correct.
they got junk. No, they're similar to the ones in the hallway before up in the first room where. Let me get that picture so I can at least show you the style.
Okay, so they have a style though. It doesn't look like a little too perfect.
Right.
Okay.
So
Oh, that one
if
again.
you remember this
Okay.
this type of thing, except they're more life size and more proportionate, I guess is the right word.
Sure.
It's not like squat legs, they're more human style, but they're this kind of style.
Okay.
Any of them holding a key?
No, so as I said, the ones nearest the door look like they were spear wielders. Towards the back, there are archers that are in various poses holding what actually look like old wooden bows.
That wasn't supposed to be an attack, but I'm casting magic stone on 3 of these stones.
And remind me what that does. I'm sorry.
It's just it's a cantrip that makes 3 stones into magical projectiles for my sling.
Oh, from the rubble.
The rubble.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sure. And as you get further into the room, the mist in here, that haze is still pretty thick, so you're having trouble seeing too far. But you do see another rank behind them, and those are more warriors, almost. And those are in metal. There's metal and leather and bronze, and some of them are holding war clubs, clubs with 2 stone blades coming out of either side. Some of the leather is still nice because it's lacquered and preserved. And there's headdresses and everything along the ones along this area here. So almost like the back rank or an honor guard.
I'm gonna step, I don't know, here.
Okay. And so you can, at this point, you can pretty much see in the distance. It's very hazy. There is another door on the far, another bronze door surrounded by a couple of columns, and in along this area here, up along the east wall, there looks like there was remnants of like a ceremonial litter. With slaves would carry somebody on a chair You get a few slaves on 4 poles and on their shoulders, carrying somebody through the streets. That kind of a litter.
Mm-hmm.
It's old, it's stone, and it's crumbling, but it's still obvious what it was at one point in time.
I'm gonna begin ritually casting detect magic.
Okay, and that's 10 minutes.
Yeah. And Axelman ritually casts with a harmonica.
Oh god. What type of music?
Blues.
Gotcha.
Okay.
As for myself, I'm gonna open up my pack and start looking at that bracelet.
Okay. What are you looking for? What are you looking?
I
How
just
are you
trying to figure out if it does anything, if it's anything special from what I can understand.
Roll an investigation with advantage.
It's not gonna help me.
All right. Well, the good thing I gave you advantage then.
Yeah, totally. Can I save that?
What you do notice actually is you're messing with it. It's got very nice little carvings on it. Looks like there's maybe there are some words or something. But you look on the inside of the bracelet, and it seems very, very a lot smoother than you would have expected for a bracelet. And there is some scroll work lettering on the inside. What languages do you know?
What languages do I know? Goblin, Elven, Draconic, and that Olman.
Okay. Yeah, you don't recognize the script at all.
Wonderful. Would I recognize what language it would be?
Make an intelligence check. Or yeah, intelligence actually. Yeah, actually, you kind of sort of recognize it. You've seen this before on some statues and some relics that your tribe had. It looks like it might be giant-like. It's hard to tell, but it kind of reminds you of giant, right?
Okay. I'll kind of, as I'm investigating, be like, any of you speak giant? Something like giant.
I do.
Not me.
You're too busy playing, so.
Yeah,
Like
you're-
blowing into a harmonica, and I just raise a hand.
Okay. Oh. Well, you can look at this when you're done doing whatever you're doing. I'll put it back in my bag. What are we doing? Instead of, serenading these statues. Kind of
Yeah.
looking around.
All right. Is anybody going further in? Because you can still see areas of the room that you can't quite make out from.
I'll start moving my way in
Of
cautiously.
course I'm going to move in. I'm going to go this way.
I'll go all the way over here.
Okay.
Cautiously looking at all the statues, seeing what they look like, seeing if they're going to attack me or kill me.
So as you do walk around, as I said, as you get further to the north, you do see them in better shape. The remnants of equipment are in better shape. And then as you get further in there, you see actually. Let me find the right kind of description here for this. So this, you see the row of the statues there, and beyond that you see a large rectangular stone rectangle. Is like your best guess is it looks sort of like an oversized sarcophagus, but it's not quite. It's a can't tell if it's an altar or what it is. And you also notice that there are a series of stones in like a dome on top of it. And that's best you can see from this distance.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let the others.
I'm just still casting. I want to know if there's anything magical.
That's 10 minutes.
Mhm.
That's a little while. We've got a little while.
That's fine.
Zephyr is basically standing. He's just going to stand by the door and sort of stand guard, and is sitting at the ready. He's not really into this room here. He's a little freaked out by the statues.
I'm going to the east to look at the litter.
Okay. So as you get closer, you see there are sort of these ruined statues of the attendants. And the litter itself was looked more decorative than anything else. It's essentially a rotten tent at this point. The poles are sort of falling into each other, and it's only being held up because they're both hitting. All four of the poles are sort of hitting each other.
Mhm.
And there's rotted cloth and that sort of thing. If you want to go in a little further, you can do a perception or investigation check, either one.
Sure. Why not?
So, yeah, you go in and you're poking around a little bit, and one of the poles starts to fall over, and it pulls some of the cloth with it, and it exposes a skeleton. Skeletal remains. Looks like a human, maybe, and what looks like a shackle around one of the bony wrists that is attached to a pole.
Princess Leia?
All right. So I'm going to guess it was like a slave that was to pull the, or rather to lift it.
If you want to do like a intelligence or history check, maybe you can do that. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Maybe you can't tell. It was looks like the guy died here and trapped. You can't. That's about what you can guess.
Well, that sucks. All right. I guess I'll do like a little last rites thing.
Okay. Yeah, you stop for a minute and you take like 2 or 3 minutes saying some prayers over for the soul of this departed person. And while that's going on, what are you up to, Sir Percival?
You are muted.
Unmuting things would help.
Sorry, I was gonna sneeze, so I muted myself.
Mm-hmm.
No one needs to go deaf. Anyway, I'm done this part of the room. What do I see?
More statues and a thicker row of that honor guard type statues, the more decorative, ornate ones. And you can see the same thing, the large stone block with the sort of stone dome, pile of stone dome over the top of it. That's
So
the best
the
you can see from
statue
this distance.
that I'm standing in front of here, what does it look like exactly?
It looks like a archer who is standing sort of at attention, holding a very old laminated wood bow in his hand.
So it's actual wood, it's not stone?
Yeah, it's like the laminated type, though.
Laminated.
Laminated.
Yeah, well, like the sword you found from that statue is
Yeah.
the same thing, except that was in really nice shape. This is
Oh.
just aged, and the only reason the wood hasn't rotted, like shellac type laminating coating on it.
Okay. I'm gonna
And-
reach out and try to move the arm or something. I'm gonna touch the statue. Does anything happen?
Yeah, you go to take it, and it's pretty firmly on there. How hard are you trying to pull it? I mean,
I'm just seeing if anything moves, like the arm moves up and
oh
down.
no, it's not.
or things
It
like that.
doesn't seem articulated
Okay.
as far as you can tell. If that's what you're looking for,
All right. I'm just
it
seeing if
looks
it
pretty
has any
solid.
like levers or anything. Like if the arm's a lever.
Anything for that? Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
So you go through, and it's actually it's a solid statue. What you do notice as you're going through it, though, is it was at one point in time taken very close care of.
Okay.
You actually find on the belt what you thought originally was just sort of a decorative thing was actually a small pouch.
Okay.
And in that, they're rotten and they're long gone, but what look like they used to be like ration packets
Okay.
or something like that. It looks like there was a lot of work that went into taking care of these statues at one point in time. Very ceremonial, but it doesn't look articulated. It doesn't look like
Okay.
there's anything, no levers, no mechanisms or anything like that.
Like what were they? The terracotta warriors in China?
Yeah, essentially,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying before.
Yeah.
They would remind you, Ash, of the Terracotta Warriors, but with the style that's in this.
Yeah, in this thing. Okay. All right. Well, then I'm just going to continue investigating on. Is there any of the statues over here that are in like really good shape, like that stand
as-
out?
Well, the back row, they all have various different types of like headdresses and bronze armor, like breastplates. Some of them have nicer swords. They have the war clubs, like a big wooden club with stone blades or metal blades coming out of it. They're in nicer shape, but it's
Okay.
they've still seen the wear of time.
And so the floor ahead of me, is it like covered in dust? Is it clean? Like, does it look like anyone's been here before us? wandering through?
Not for a very long time. That part is very obvious. There's a lot of rubble. There's a lot of dust around. You don't even need to make a perception check for this. It's just very thick with dust and stone dust from whatever broke the statues that made the rubble.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna work my way back up around.
Okay.
Be like,
About this time, Axelman, you finish your ritual, and that has a range of 30 feet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
Walking detector.
So
Yeah, within 30 feet for 10 minutes.
So
I'll just walk around once it starts.
Okay. None of the statues seem to give off any aura.
That's good.
You do notice Scab hasn't put away that bracelet.
Mhm.
He's been sort of fiddling with it in his hand unconsciously as he's walking around. That is glowing. And it's giving off an aura. You're not really great with the arcane. You don't know a lot about it, but you do know that this is a form of transmutation magic.
Okay.
So as you're walking around the statues, you don't really detect anything. There are faint glimmers here and there, but nothing that stands out and says, "Oh, this is magical."
So no like weapons that they're holding or armor.
No,
Okay.
none of that. None of that is. As you get closer to the honor guard, you do detect, but you can't tell what kind of magic it is. It's kind of hazy.
That's these ones over here.
So no, this area here, There's a stone platform with like a stone piled but fitted stone dome across.
Okay. Like a
You do sense some magic in there.
like a cairn?
Yeah, that would be that's a pretty good description. Almost like a cairn.
Aaron.
God damn
Cairn.
it, Karen. She's my accountant.
Cairn.
All right. And you said that there's like some faint magical
It's
senses, but
inside.
nothing.
It's inside. You can tell because you can tell it's beyond the stones, and that's kind of giving some interference.
And what about the skeleton over by Korik?
Nothing there.
If I go over there, nothing. Okay.
No, there was nothing there.
Okay.
This is the only area of the room where you.
Okay. All right. Well,
if you were by Korik too, Korik, did you take the stone from the sword from the statue?
No.
Who had that? Sir Percival?
I think so.
No, I never
think
took a
so.
sword.
We left the
I
store.
thought you did.
Did I take the sword?
you tried to take a bow.
Wooden
No, I
sword.
was just messing with it. I didn't take the bow.
No, this is previous. That statue
Oh.
that you pulled the gems out of and that fell over a while ago, last
Yeah.
session. Whoever has that sword, because you're walking around and amongst you, that does also give off a glow of just pure enchantment.
Ooh.
Maybe it was Zephyr. I don't know.
No, Zephyr doesn't seem to have it either.
That might have been first session because I don't remember it.
It's a long sword.
Yeah, it was in one of the statues. I remember it.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
long
yeah,
wooden
I
sword.
have it. Yeah, I have it.
Okay, yep, it is. It glows at the enchantment. Do you tell them that though, Axelman?
Well, I didn't see.
So
Does
yeah.
the sword look like it belonged from here, or does it look like
No,
something?
it definitely looks from here. It's
All right.
very nice laminated, but
Yeah.
really intricately carved.
Yeah, I'll compliment the sword. Be like, well, that's a pretty nice sword there. There's a little magical something on there.
A little something.
And what about the bracelet? Do you mention anything about the bracelet
Um.
that Scab's holding?
Oh yeah. Again, same thing. Looks like it's from here.
Yeah, oh yeah, you saw
Yeah.
him get this.
Got it. Oh
This
yeah.
is
yeah.
the
You're helping
eagle.
get it.
From the
You
chest.
knocked it out.
Yeah,
You
no,
knocked
from
it out
the-
of the
the
eagle.
eagle.
Oh, from the face. Got it.
Yeah, that broke your style.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, and yours too. That little bracelet that was in the bird's beak. Might want to give that a little once over when we get a chance to rest. It's got something going on with it.
Sure. Will it kill me?
And this, well, it might kill you.
Oh.
I can only tell that it's got some extra juice, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. I will. Yeah. When we rest.
And this pile of rocks too.
The rocks. It's not the rocks themselves.
Yeah.
There's something inside.
Something underneath them.
All right, and as you get closer, you can see it is a enclosed dome. There doesn't seem to be any obvious entrances or anything, so definitely more of a cairn type of approach.
So it's like a cairn, but it's like built with like worked stone, like almost Egyptian kind of thing,
Not
like
quite, not
a
fully
pyramid
worked.
kind of.
It was obviously very deliberately built
Okay.
into a dome area.
Got
They
it.
weren't like carved stone; they were just really nicely placed and fitted
Okay.
together, trial and error type of stones.
All right. Are there any exits on the other side of the dome?
You do like a walk around type of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I'll go
no.
all the way around.
Okay, then I will just reveal the entire thing then. And no, you don't see any entrances, exits. If you want to give me a quick perception check too.
Perception.
Yeah, this definitely reminds you of like a burial cairn.
All right. So-
you've seen this type of thing before, not this exact thing, but you figure it's a dome covering a burial area.
So would it be a fair thing to deduce that with the statues and the obvious import of the the burial situation here, that whatever is beneath this was once a very important person?
I mean, it's hard to tell. It's not like an ornate sarcophagus necessarily. It's a large pedestal with the cairn over it.
Mm-hmm.
It is nicely worked, and I mean, you suspect that, but it's not super obvious in that regard.
Yeah, Liam is definitely relying on like real world knowledge to make that deducement, but if it's also true in this world, then I would mention it.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, Axelman comes back over and is
well, whatever's got in that that little dome over there is real important. Yeah, I mean, I ain't no grave digger, but you know, I can turn my back if you want to have a little look-see there, little one.
Maybe, but it looks kind of big and heavy.
Well, I gotcha.
well, you're not moving any of it.
That's what you think.
I want to like look at one of these statues in front of me, the iron ones you said.
So they're not. No, they're still stone statues. They're just covered in nicer and actually in metal armor in some areas.
Anything ornate? Gems?
Nothing. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
No, you go through them and you get kind of the same results Korik did. Not Korik, Sir Percival did. Digging through, you find it was really well taken care of, but everything here looks very ceremonial. There's some bronze on the breastplates. You find like copper fittings, brass fittings on things. The weapons are nice, but you're not going to sell them, obviously, or anything.
Okay.
It's just really they were once probably really amazing to look at.
Yeah.
But it's been a very long time.
Okay. Then I guess I'll head over to massive stone thing and take a closer look.
Okay. We'll do another one. Why not?
Is there any way
Rogue.
to like open it or access it?
No, it is a dome. And it doesn't look like there's any levers or panels or anything along those lines. What you do notice though is that it doesn't look very sturdy. Like you could probably, make a door or an opening pretty easily.
I'll kind of shout out to game. I don't want to see what's inside. No, maybe.
Wait, so he said it was magic in there?
Something is magical. We just need to find a way in. I'm not one for brute force, but don't let me hold you back.
Yeah, all right. So Zephyr goes over and just sort of bashes against the cairn, and basically chips away and breaks in and creates an opening into the darkness.
Only had magic
dome.
missile.
It's filled with stars.
Okay, I'll be like, what do you see?
So he looks in and he sees. Let's actually see what he's. He actually has pretty good perception. So yeah, he looks in and he says some bones and things, but it looks like there's some nice. Take a look. And he pulls out one thing, and there's pulls out a set of looks like jade. They're made out of jade and beads. Have you ever seen on some of this? You see them on the statues too. The ceremonial sort of beadwork that are like lattices that go down the front of a breastplate or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
They get dangled over.
Yeah.
There's like one of that, and it's made out of jade beads. He said there's more stuff in here too. And he starts to walk away, putting that in his bag.
Hey, wait, what? You need to look at what those are.
Yeah, I just did. And he starts to just keep walking away.
Can I sleight of hand try to take it?
You can certainly try.
Hold on, I'm pouring myself a drink because I've been for a while. Haven't had to take a break. Such a slave driver.
Sorry.
That's
Should
how much
have.
she cares.
Should have said something.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah, at disadvantage.
Oh, of course you want disadvantage.
Well, actually, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Neither of them would. He goes, no, and just sort of pushes your hand away and puts it in his bag and keeps on walking.
Not paying you.
And he just sort of looks at you with a steely gaze. And
I even helped you get some treasure. We got out of a trap. And you do this to me.
there's more in there. Go get it.
I'll kind of look to Shark Boy and be like, is that the thing that was magical?
It's still going.
Oh, that's right. That's like 10 minutes. No, you don't see anything coming off the jade.
Okay.
No, that's just pretty. You probably want to get back in that hole there. I'm gonna go check this door if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, do that so we can hopefully get out of here. I'll peek into the cairn.
Okay, so you look in and you see a whole bunch of, there's like half a dozen or so sets of bones. This was obviously a burial chamber. And there are only 5 left now. Each one of them has the set of jade beads on them. You see over in one corner, there's a very nice looking pendant of silver and turquoise. And in the middle, very middle of the arrangement of the bodies, is a bronze lamp. It's actually kind of set into the stucco type floor of this dome.
Okay. So I have to crawl into his
lamp.
Get
It's
it?
a lamp. Rub that lamp.
You can you would have to kind of fall in to get most of a human or medium sized person could probably reach most of it without too much effort, though.
I'll turn to Sir Percival as he comes around the corner and be like, "Hey, Perry, you wanna grab that lantern for me?"
I would be happy to, small green fellow.
Did you
Great.
take the other things at all, or just going for the lamp first?
Just going for the lamp.
Okay.
I shall fetch the lamp. I feel like we're in a movie.
No. The Rock as the Scorpion King emerges from a wall.
While this is happening, Korik and Axelman, you're both up at the east end there.
Yeah.
You see another bronze door with the same kind of spear crossing pattern as the other door, between 2 columns that are they're actually stone columns, but there's relief carved into them. 2 very similar to the statues in style, but ornate guards, kind of like the Petra statues surrounding each door.
Mm-hmm.
But they're very nice. They're out of solid stuff.
This was similar to the door that we came in from, right?
Yeah, almost identical.
All right. I'm gonna touch my 10-foot pole to their spears where they cross and sort of make like a 3-way sort of weapon touch.
Mm-hmm.
And just
So
sort of
it's carved into the door. There's 2 warriors in profile that are carved to the door, and that's how they cross.
Right. I'm just touching my staff and I'm just doing like an honorific little half bow. And then I'll step through them and try and open the door the same way the previous one opened.
Okay. So you do that. It's a very, very nice gesture. You go up, and this one has a grip on this side. Just gonna give it a pull and try and open it.
Yeah, I'll get down and look at it and be like, well, I should probably wait for the little boy, but hell, Not just crank it.
Yeah, it swings open, and you can see that there's looks like a hallway out there, and you sort of peek your head around.
Okay.
And you see a hallway going off into the distance to the north.
All right. Yeah, I'll call back to everyone else and be like, "All right, I got another path. Head on down.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready."
So going back, Scab, you're still over at the camp.
Yeah. I was just moving for visual. But yeah.
Okay. Yep. So Sir Percival, as you grab the lamp and pick it up, you pull it and it actually sticks for a second, and then it pops free. And as you do that, you hear from the other side of the cairn sort of a grinding noise. It sounds like stone sliding. And
Hell, they triggered another slip and slide.
You don't know.
Now, actually, what I'm going to have everybody do right now is roll some initiative.
Oh,
Ooh.
lovely.
Bees.
It's always the bees.
Zephyr sees this, and he sees something crawling out of a hole in the floor where an opening happened. All right. And let me get that. And his... Oh, not that one.
Not that one.
Oh, you didn't find him either. I mean,
Talking about Willis.
and we will have... Do you have to have the token? Yeah, you have to have the token selected for the critter, right?
For the what now?
For the monster?
I would assume
For
so.
initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I reselected it, and now it rolled. Okay. All right. And then Zephyr. I keep forgetting I'm Jaeger driving him.
Yep. Could have given him to someone else. He's just a fighter, right?
Yeah.
I think most of us played a fighter at some point.
Okay. All right. Actually, for the combat, if you just want to tell me what to do instead of switching him over, tell me what he wants, what
That
you
works.
want him to
Yeah.
do. All right, Korik, you from the distance hear some stone moving, and you hear Zephyr call out an alarm. Just what the type of sound?
Ah, crap in hell. What the hell?
Oh, hell, would I touch?
I don't think it was you.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll dash over there. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6,
Mhm.
8, 9, 10.
You okay?
That's as far
And
as
that
I
was-
can go.
That was a dash, so that was your action too.
That was 50 feet.
Okay. All right. Any bonuses or anything like that you're gonna do?
Is bless a bonus? I'm pretty sure
It
it's
is not. It is an action.
no then.
Okay. Axelman.
Or this do first.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was kind of funny how that worked out.
Oops.
So we can have a chance to get near you.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll be hiding behind you soon.
What is going on?
I don't know what is going
Big
on.
There we
question,
go.
What is going on?
I'll move here with 30 feet.
Hmm.
How did you get all the way over there, Scab?
He was there.
He moves quick.
Yeah, he had just moved his token over there so he could see what we were looking at.
Yeah.
Like-
Ah,
The player.
Player view.
Yeah. So do I have line of sight on that thing on the other side, or is it blocked by the dome?
You can sort of see something moving, but it's behind. It's still behind the dome from your perspective.
Okay.
Like you can see something moving, but like a hand pokes out every now and then or something.
What about the statues? Are they blocking? Like, if I were to do like a line of sight attack, would it be disrupting me?
Yeah, it would be a little bit. Like
Okay.
if you were trying to shoot it with an arrow, it would definitely have a
3/4 cover.
Okay. What are there? How tall are the statues?
about 6 feet tall. They're human sized.
Okay, so I'm 7'3". So if I were to hold ice knife as a for the first thing I see, would it disrupt me to cast it over its head?
Yeah, probably maybe half cover,
Okay.
quarter cover, because I mean you're taller, but it's still a downward angle
Yeah,
across a bunch of statues.
In that case, I'm going to dash a little further.
Okay.
So I will go to here.
Okay. You. That's using Q.
Ah, that's
Yep.
what it is.
While click holding your token.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
Phil, just tell me what Zephyr does.
Is he afraid of whatever the sounds are, or he can see it, right? So is he afraid
He
of what
can
it is?
he can see it, and it's obviously something, some sort of undead creature. So he's a little unnerved by it, but he's a seasoned fighter. He's been fighting. He's fought undead before. He's Gith.
He'll probably just charge in then.
Okay.
Back up 2
He
times.
has 30 feet.
Can he like kind of? Is this like a too high of a ledge for him to stand?
No, it's just raised off the floor
Okay.
a little bit.
He'll probably go there then and attack.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We'll use the glaive.
Glaive
Oh, if he's got a glaive, he can actually attack from 10 feet.
10 feet away, yeah. So probably there.
Yeah. That's a hit.
Yep.
He hits and just gouges along the creature's side. Does some damage, and then his second attack. He goes to swing with the backswing after as a follow through, but the creature's actually pretty quick and ducks under it and kind of hisses at him. And you can actually hear a voice say, "Oh, you're an ugly one."
I chuckle.
Oh, Shadow's like, are you hissing at it?
All right, and now it is the creature's turn. Let's see. He pulls out he's pulling out a longsword, and he's going to take a swing at Zephyr,
I mean,
which is
okay.
a hit. Yeah, that's a nice solid hit. And he does there, so he gets a really solid shot in on Zephyr. And there's a lot. Axelman, you can see there's a lot of blood on Zephyr.
Okay.
Then there's another swing. He doesn't swing with the longsword though. He just reaches out. Ooh!
Nasty.
Wow, that was a lucky crit roll on that. So let's see what the Constitution saving throw is. Oh, that's pretty good for Zephyr. Oh, that held on a 1 on the animation. He doesn't do that, so you see, Axelman, you're the only one that can see it clearly, but the creature reaches out and grabs Zethyr's arm, and you can see Zephyr like flinch and sort of hunch a little bit, and almost look like he's like ill. He's fallen ill type.
Okay. Like, oh dang! I like react to the sword hit, and then this like weird attack afterwards. I'm like, oh no!
Yeah. You see it grab and the creature seems to be sort of energized a little bit from it.
All right.
And let's see. Yep. Okay. And,
Our tall green friend's in trouble.
Oh yeah.
And as it's holding, it spins around to take a look at you all. Doesn't really leave Zephyr at this point, but sort of looks around, and most of you can, well, not you, Scab, but most of you can at least see this. It's a tall human with very, very, very silver hair. His skin is stretched and gray, but with almost like a bluish tinge. And it's wearing very nice studded leather armor. Has a pendant around its neck. Has a long sword, and you see a bow across its back as well. And it just sort of looks and points at all of you and grins. And that's its turn. Scab.
What does Scab want to do? Multiplayer is big. What is it? How?
I don't know. It looks like a paler version of Zephyr.
Is it family?
Wow.
How brittle is the dome of the cairn?
When it was being smashed open, it's pretty brittle. It only took like a minute for Zephyr to smash it open.
Like, would I know if it would allow me to kind of climb onto it?
Maybe. It's hard to tell.
Whatever, I'll try and climb over it to get to here.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check as you're doing that.
Sure. No.
So you start scrambling over, and you kind of lose your footing, and you slide down, and you land. I'm just gonna place you.
Sure.
You land right here, and I'm gonna say you land on your butt. We'll call it prone for the moment, though.
Okay. That would have used what, 15 of my.
So it would take the rest of your movement pretty much to stand up.
Stand up. Okay. That case, I'll use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
And I will actually dash to this side of him.
Okay.
And I will attack.
You used your dash.
As a bonus action.
Oh, there's a bonus
Bro,
action.
come
I
on.
didn't hear you say that. I didn't hear you say that. I apologize.
Let me rewind.
Yep,
As a
yep,
bonus
yep.
action, I will dash to here.
Okay. All right. Take your attack.
With my dagger.
That's a hit.
Yeah. That will also be sneak attack too.
Yep.
And sneak
So-
attack. Woo! Good sneak attack.
Okay. So yeah, you get a good solid scrape across its back and cut into his thigh as you're going around him. When the cut happens and you split the skin, you see sort of this oozing black ichor coming out. It's like coagulated. It's almost syrupy.
Lovely.
Yeah, you do a bunch of damage though. You do 21.
Yeah, the 12 I think is for the save. I'm just trying to remember what it was.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Then I won't bother looking it up.
Yeah, no, it does not make a difference.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see one thing here. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be my turn. That's all.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I don't get another attack.
Sir Percival.
Yes. I will defend you, my small friend. And I'm going to rush in and cast a spell.
Okay.
Where is it? Okay, well, that looked weird, but what it is when every time I attack, I can roll additional. That's what I thought I clicked.
So you have to land an attack
Yeah, you have
first?
to land an attack
Yes,
first.
I have to land the attack. I was just linking it, but that's what it came up as.
Okay.
But yeah, so it allows me when I do my attack, I can roll do 2d6 radiant damage to the target.
Okay. So roll your attack and let's see if it hits and you can use.
Okay. All right, let's do my.
Attacking twice, eh?
I did. I clicked it once. I swear.
The first one hits.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And then you do the smite on top of that as radiant, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
radiant. I'm just
so-
checking the spell. So it's d6, and then if I cast it third level or higher, I can add an additional d6. So I'm going to do it level 3.
Which is what you did on the previous roll, is what I was
yeah.
saying.
Okay.
So
is
we'll
that
we'll take that one. We'll take that one.
okay, that works. So we'll just add 6 more.
Yep. You hit, and this radiant energy surrounds your mace. What is? Let me check your mace for a second. There might be a little something. Little something.
Something. Let's see about mace.
So there's no. What is the bonus
Mace
on
is
that?
the branding. Oh, I'm having issues with the site.
Let me just.
Say that
I want to
again.
check one effect on this.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Nope. Okay. Yeah. No, it's fine. So the bonus is against construct
Oh, okay, got
for
it.
the mace of smiting. It does not have effects beyond that. So, all right, yeah. So you hit it, and you see this surge of divine energy travel down your arm, and as soon as the mace hits, it flashes, and you can see a scorch mark along the creature where you hit it.
Sweet.
And it's not in the best of shape right now. It's not happy.
All right, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Korik.
All right. Well, I won't be able to make it there with my 25 feet, so I'll have to dash again because I don't have any,
You can do it. Little halfling feet.
and I'll just stay right there because
Okay.
I can't do anything else.
All right. Axelman.
All right, so the grumpy guy that likes to pry statues off the wall, he's looking a little bloodied up.
Yeah, he is.
I'm going to cast, as a bonus action, Healing Spirit.
Oh, healing spirit. Okay.
I'm going to put it in...
Yeah, where are you dropping it?
I'm going to drop it here
It's hot.
between Scab and Zephyr.
Okay.
So it's concentration. No, it's not concentration. Yes, it is concentration.
Okay.
1 minute. anytime a creature either starts its turn in the same space as the spirit or enters it for the first time on their turn, they heal 1d6. So the idea is you can step into it, move out, and then someone else can step in, move out. It's sort of it's light well.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, turns for the win.
I'm just going to. I don't have a real good spirit set up, so I'll put that there then, and that can be the
Works.
the spirit.
Looks like a
Yeah.
light well.
Yeah, that my roll doesn't do anything, but I was just spending the spell.
Okay.
So yeah, on Zether's turn, he can take a step to the left, step to the right, and still have advantage on the attack.
All right. Which is any other movement or anything?
Yeah, and then so with my action, I can cast a cantrip, so I'll cast Frostbite on the white.
Okay. So it's a con save for him.
Yeah.
Of 10, he does fail.
So 11 cold damage, and his next melee attack is at disadvantage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So it starts to frost over. Everybody standing around it sees it's starting to frost over, and it's in tough shape. The skin is starting to crack. It's seen much better days. So it's Zether's turn. Phil.
Oh yeah, and I will say, hug the dancing spirit if you want to have a little pick me up.
Okay.
Zephyr will probably be like kind of confused and yet concerned. He will do his 2 attacks on the white and then move into spirit and back out.
Okay. So he'll take a swing. I said he'll take the swing. Thank you.
You got the control here, not me.
Oh.
Ooh.
He had,
Also a
it's
19.
hit.
Oh, I was a 10.
Oh, that was on a 10 there. Okay, so that's a hit, and he'll take his second attack. That's a miss.
Yep.
He dodges out of the way again. And it is now. Then he's going to take a step into
Into it and out to
stand
heal.
there. Okay, and how much does he get for that?
It's a 1d6.
1d6. Okay.
Is it plus your?
That's a good question.
I would assume it would be. Unless it's
the spell roll on the mouse over just shows a 1d6.
Okay.
So he'll take 5 points of heal.
Yes, it's just the 1d6.
Okay.
Cool.
And then
He's
you
gonna
want
step
him
out.
to step back out.
Yeah.
Oh, get out from under it. There we go. Thank you.
You can stand in it, and it will heal you at the start of every turn, but I think if
Yep.
anyone wants to step into it as well.
Okay.
All right, it is his turn.
Wait.
So he'll take his first swing at this little creature that stabbed him in the back of his leg and tried to
Come at me.
hurt him.
Come at me.
So he swings with his longsword. 18.
That is my AC.
All right, so you take 7 slashing damage.
Fine.
And he will hit again. This time reaching out towards you.
Oh,
But you
miss.
just dodge out of the way. He's in tough shape. He's half
Like, stop touching me.
So yeah, he misses and kind of hisses at you. Said and says, "You dare disturb Hayakan?" And just sort of like growls and he's in tough shape, so he's just sort of grumbling and screaming. And Scab, you are up.
I'll be like, we ain't here for any Shaka Khan person thing.
Shakugan.
I am going to use a bonus. Actually, no. I'm actually going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
But as I disengage, I'm running through the spirit and running over here. I will roll my 1d6.
Okay.
Roll a d6. Oh my god.
Okay, so you take a point. You run through it really quickly, and the healing starts to hit you, but you just keep on running, and it's really dull.
And then as a bonus action, I'll be like, Perry, kill that thing, please. The first time ever, and probably the last time ever, I will say the P word, but kill it. And give her aid, or help, or whatever it's called. Not AIDS.
Okay.
That's a bit different.
Yep. So, Sir Percival.
Hit it.
You have advantage on your first hit.
Sweet. We're just gonna attack it.
Okay.
2 attacks.
I don't know why it's doing that.
That's fine. Roll the damage on the first one. Okay, and you do get 2 attacks, don't you?
Yep.
He does.
Yeah.
Oh, I do?
So yeah. And the second one, however, just barely misses. But you bloodied him. Oh, roll your other damage too. Or does that still carry over? Is that for each attack?
Oh, I don't
No,
know.
it's,
I
round?
the advantage is just for the first attack.
No.
Yeah, there's
Or,
my spell.
smite.
I have to see how long my
Is
what was
that
it?
is that a
branding
smite on
smite.
each attack? Is that at each attack?
I think it's each
Or is that
attack.
one of the
Well,
last?
it's a bonus action, so I can do it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, well you hit, so go ahead and take that action. That smite.
One.
That's just enough.
How do you kill it?
With
I
a
wanna
P
just-
word.
Please! And as it goes down, I would like the radiant damage just to like make it go to ash as it goes down to the ground, and nothing left. A bright light, and then just nothing but a puddle, but that doesn't work. Just a pile of ash.
That's
Okay.
also a P word.
Puddle of ash.
It also has
So
a
Sir
keyword, yeah.
Percival slams with his mace right into the chest of this creature. At the same time, this burst of radiant energy goes through the room, and you hear this wail, like a gurgling wail. That it gets very loud, and it actually starts to like hurt your ears. And when the light fades, all you can see on the ground are a pile of studded leather armor, an old long sword, a bow, and the pendant, and that's it. The body itself is dust.
Dust to dust.
And
Sweet
he is, no, not that.
Not alive.
That dead.
How long does the healing spirit last?
1 minute, so you guys can keep dancing in and out of
I'm
it for the next
running
8
through it.
rounds.
Yeah. So do three rolls.
For each of us, or
Yeah, we'll do 3. I'm going to have Zephyr do 3 if you want to do.
Sure. That
Okay. Yep.
brings me up to max.
Oh, okay. So Zephyr, the wounds close. But he just looks weary and a little bit weak still. And from the player's perspective, he had a bunch of his maximum hit points drained out of him.
Yeah.
So he's going to need a long rest to regain them. So, yeah, that's it. During this time, also, now that you're in range, Axelman, just before your detect magic completely fades, you do see the pendant that the creature was wearing giving off a protective magic aura. And then that's about when it probably fades at this point.
I mean, it would have faded when he cast his
Yeah,
spirit.
I would have broken concentration with the spirit.
Well, right. No, I understand that, but before it had
yeah.
faded,
Okay,
you
got
would
it.
have noticed that because you were.
Oh, I would have seen it on the right. I
Yeah.
understand.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll be like, hey, what are they calling you, Percy? You grab that pendant. I think you like it.
I was like, if you say so, and I'll pick it up.
Come
Okay.
out of your paycheck.
So you had the lamp. You had one of the. Zether took one of the jade bead things.
Yep.
And at this point, this is probably if you want to do some more in this room or anything like that. But otherwise, I think we'll probably call it here.
Sure.
In this room. If you guys want to do anything more while you've still got a little bit of time.
No, I'm probably just going to head to the east. Right?
Well,
Always
do you just want
east.
instead? Do you want to take a long rest here?
We need to?
I do not need to.
I'm fine.
Alright. Well, just making sure.
Zether says he's a little staggered. He's a little unsteady on his feet. He goes, "No, I am fine."
Okay.
If you feel like you could use a little something to get you through the next few rooms there, Z, just let me know, all right?
Thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you for your spirit guide.
No problem. You know, I can make that thing play a harmonica too.
That is a special talent. And you actually do notice that Zether kind of has a bit of respect for you at this point.
Aw.
That he has not shown anybody else in this group.
Got him.
Got him.
We in. We in with the
Yeah.
extra planner gift people.
But anyway, yeah. If you want to just put here, we can do that
Sure.
because it's almost 11:30.
No.
Some people are gonna turn into pumpkins soon.
Yeah, I've heard that happens.
I mean, I guess. Maybe.
I haven't seen it.
I've heard it happens. Yeah.
Oh, thanks everybody for coming to watch us.
Thank you. We had a whole
Yes.
bunch of people in there tonight,
Yep.
didn't we?
We will return next Friday. I'm assuming we're continuing this until we finish, or what are we doing?
We can do that.
I don't know how much
That's
longer we're going to
fine.
be. It sounds like this is going to be like another month.
Let's talk offline. We can
Okay.
plan for next week and do this, but it might be a few sessions, and I think we might want to hold some in reserve for days when we can't do PCA.
Well, I will update everything and with what we're doing. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming and have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.